welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and I have today in this video my grocery haul for low carb. I've got my meal plan for the week and a little bit of prep this weekend. Not going to go too nuts because I have got a cold and I'm not feeling too good. So I'm going to flip you around and show you my haul. First of all, it's just arrived from Sainsbury's. So here we go. So as always, I've got 2 Dr Pepper, which generally lasts me the week, but yeah, that's one of my faves. And in terms of my dinners this week in the plan, which is over here, I'm going to be having a prawn and mackerel salad. So I've got the prawns here and I've got some peppered mackerel, and we've got there 1, 2, I think there's 4 pieces of mackerel there. Yeah, it looks like 4 pieces, which is good. Depending on my pork, which I'm cooking tomorrow's Sunday, I'm going to cook this for just our Sunday dinner. I wasn't quite sure when I ordered it online how big it was going to be. Obviously that's massive, so I'm planning to get hopefully 2 extras out of there after tomorrow with some veg, and so looking at least 2, but more likely looking at this because again I didn't see how big it was. More like 4 dinners out of this, so this could be me for the week. So it's going to be peppered mackerel and prawns. The reason why I wanted mackerel because it's an oily fish and I want to increase my fats, and the same again with the pork fat. I'm not a big fan of animal fats, so I am trying. I've also got 2 packs of chicken. I'll probably have one of those tonight. I might do a curry or something like that. A couple of packs of cheeses, and with that mackerel salad, there's going to be prawns, there's going to be mackerel. I've got some feta on there as well. Got ham and chicken, probably with my partner and my cats, but I might get a look in, you never know. I've got some pepperami sticks, but again my partner will probably have those, but I can have them if I felt like it. A big bag of broccoli for my other thing I'm cooking this week, which is going to be cheesy broccoli soup. Something quite simple and quite quick by the looks of things. I've got my usual cream and sour cream. Got my spinach. I'm going to use spinach this week as my shrubbery with my salad rather than lettuce, because there's anything left over I can have it, cook it. Let's have a look. 20 seconds, that's pretty good for home delivery. They usually give you stuff that expires like in 10 minutes, so that's good. Again, with my salad I've got 2 avocados because I obviously want to get those fats up. That's the cat smashing through the cat flap, hey doodle. And a cucumber to go with my salad. For tomorrow to go with the pork, I've got this. So it's a bit all over the place, but to go with my pork, half a bag is I think 5 carbs, something like that. Grabbed some eggs. I'm going to do some boiled eggs this week for snacking. Also got 2 packs of these. This is actually from Poundland though, so if you're in the UK, these got done for 50p each, and they've got olives with garlic, which is nice. So I've got 2 of those to have with my salad. So it's kind of like a Greek prawn cocktail with mackerel salads for next week. So that's handy. And I did show it in my 4-day of eating, but this is my MCT oil, which is my new bottle. There'll be a link to this below if you want to check it out. It's tasteless, it's odourless, it's a good way to get your fats up if you're struggling. It's all different types. The one I had before was from palm, and I decided I don't want that anymore of sustainability reasons. This one's actually from coconut oil. It's really good. Just put a teaspoon here and there into your coffee or your cooking, and it just pushes your fat levels up, which is a big part, obviously, of keto. So that's my plan for the week. Also, I've talked before in previous videos about using what I've already got. And this is another reason why I chose to have the salad next week, because I want to get rid of these things. I've got some Italian dressing, which has been in the fridge for a really long time. That's probably got about 5 carbs in it, the whole bottle, what's remaining. So I'm going to use that throughout the week just to get rid of that. There's some pickled cabbage there from Christmas. Going to get rid of that. And this skinny food company, I ordered once from them and it was about a year ago and I wasn't overly impressed with it. I have been told that it's much better now. But as you can see, per portion, the carbs are really low. It is very runny, but I'm going to make that my prawns with mayonnaise and some of that for flavour. And I did pick these up in the week. I think I showed it on my 4-day of eating again for 35p a packet. So when I cook my pork, I'm going to do roast radishes. I'm going to probably do, I've also got half a broccoli in the fridge. I'm going to do roast broccoli, roast radishes, and probably some roast celery, and make it like a paprika spiced, I think, paprika and garlic spiced, for the week, or just for the freezer, or, you know, have it with that pork. See what comes out. And this is the recipe I'm going to follow for my cheesy soup. So if you do want to follow along, go to Wholesome Yum, and this is a recipe: easy broccoli cheesy soup, 5 ingredients, which just made me happy because I say I'm not feeling top notch. And that's the plan. So in terms of snacks, I've got eggs, I've got some celery, I've got my usual nuts and cheeses, I've got that soup I'm making, I've got some leftover Greek yogurt from last week, and some fruits and syrups, and yeah, the prawn salad or pork, possibly next curry for next Saturday. I haven't got that far ahead, and so slow cook or something next week because I've not busted it out this winter, and I really want to. And that's just my little list of things I want to prep. So a fairly easy one this week. So I'm going to put all this away and have a bit of a relaxing afternoon because I'm not feeling good, and play some Fortnite and things. And I will be back with you in a bit to show you my main meal prep. Hi guys, it's the next day, it's Sunday. I'm wearing the same shirt obviously, but I've had a shower, I've done my hair, done my nails, haven't shaved my legs, but it's Sunday, so whatever. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to up to now. So keeping it simple today. I've still got the snuffles. I've got my bits and pieces laid out to get cracking. It's just almost 4:30, so I need to get a move on. So first things first, I'm going to put my pork in the oven, and rummaging through my spice drawers, you know I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I found this pork seasoning. It just goes to show how often I cook pork, which is not often. There's no date on it, but I can tell by the batch code this was made 6 years ago. So just get rid of that. I'm also going to throw on some garlic pepper as well. As I've mentioned before, I'm a bit herb blind, so I just make things up, and that to me looks good. Now, I know people really love the crackling. A crackling joint. This is not the pork that I ordered. They substituted it out. I asked for a bone-in leg, but they gave me the substitution. They actually upgraded me. But we've kind of decided we don't like crackling in our house. I don't really like animal skin or the fat. My partner likes it squidgy, so I'm not really going to do the crackling thing with this in. Don't know. See how it turns out. But I'm going to season it up with this. Throw it in the oven. For this, it's 30 minutes straight off the bat, plus another 30 minutes for every half a kilo, and this is just over. So this is going to be about an hour and a half. So looking about 6 o'clock if I throw this in quickly. I'm also going to do, while the oven is on, my roast veggies for the week, which is going to be roast radishes with some broccoli. I'm also going to do an onion in there, which is not very keto, but I've got loads of onions and I love baked onion, and I'm going to get wild, and brace yourself, get wild. I'm going to do these paprika. Now, I don't think I like paprika, but I bought it to be brave. So, paprika and obviously garlic, because I put garlic in everything. So there is that. That's going to go in at the same time as my oven is on. I'm gathering the ingredients for my cheesy broccoli soup. I'm going to look at the recipe, but I'm going to kind of go with what I've got. Also, in the spirit of getting rid of things, found defrosted overnight 2 cartons or jars of bone broth, which I made about 3 months ago in my slow cookout from an old chicken. So I'm going to use that as my base. I've got lots of scrapped cheese here. A piece of hard mozzarella, some yellow sticky cheese, and some parmesan. So I'm going to kind of use what I've got, get rid, make space, and my frozen broccoli. And yeah, that's it. And also going to boil my eggs for the week. That's going to be in the shape of my prep going forward. So I'm going to get this pork in the oven. I'm going to start chopping my veggies and make a start on my soup. So the pork is in. I've chopped up all my veggies. I've tossed them in olive oil, paprika, garlic pepper, some salt, and I've got an extra bit. I also got a couple of fairly big cloves of garlic I've thrown in there as well. I'm just going to roast this up to have with that pork during the week, as hopefully with leftovers. I might just bag it up and take it as and when I think I'm going to need it. A bit more there. Also, a little bit of a tip for you: if you're chopping up veggies, keep them, the scraps in a bag like this and throw it in the freezer as long as it's off, and when it's full up, pop that into the slow cooker with some water, salt, cook it up, 7 or 8 hours, what have you, strain it off, and you'll have some vegetable bouillon that you made yourself. And with the salt content, it will really help with keto flu if that's something you struggle with. just to sip on. Obviously season it as you wish as well. Obviously I'm the garlic girl, so I put a bit of extra garlic in mine, but just keep that, and when it's sort of full up, so this is my latest bag, when it's sort of near the top, I'm just going to throw it in and make some homemade bouillon as a snack, really. So that's my little tip for that. I'm going to throw these in probably for about half an hour. I'm going to keep an eye on it and let it cool and box it up. So the eggs are in, and I've got, this is the recipe I'm going to be following. This is from Wholesome Yum. The reason why I like this website particularly, I do quite a bit from there, is you can either pick metric or imperial measurements, which helps me because we just don't do cups here in the UK. You can buy them, but they're not something that we're fluent in, like cups. So I just prefer grams and millilitres, sorry. But I do. Now this one here, this recipe is for 8 servings. I thought it was only for 4. Okay. So that changes everything. I thought it was for 4, so I was going to fiddle with it. Because some of the ingredients seem a little bit off to me. So a cup, a short portion size is a cup, which sounds a bit small. I don't know, a cup, I can't even imagine what a cup looks like. Is it like that much? I don't know. But looking for the ingredients, it is only 5 ingredients, which is good. 365 of broccoli, 4 cloves of garlic, that much, very specific amount of chicken broth. I don't think I've got quite enough of those 2 little things I made, so I'll just use water, maybe some stock. Rather a lot of cream and rather a lot of cheese. So I think I'm going to tweak it myself based on what I've got here. So I've got that little bit there, that random bit, and that block of cheese there. Instead of using 364, I'm going to use half a kilo, I think, of broccoli. Maybe pour back in the cream slightly. I'm just going to measure it out, do my own thing, follow the principles. I might put an onion in there as well because I freaking love onion, and I think it would taste good. And just follow the recipe, just basically put it into all of it you can and simmer it up, and then blitzing it to the texture of your choice. Either keep it nice and chunky or smooth as you like with an immersion blender or a blender. So I'm just going to do my thing. I will link this specific recipe below because it's got really, really good positive reviews. And I like things with simple ingredients as well because I don't want to keep buying more ingredients that I'll only use once. So I like using the simple stuff. So I'm going to follow this now, throw it all into MyFitnessPal, and we'll get some kind of a size and carbs ratio that I'm comfortable with, and I'll show you that as it's cooking. Now this is how the soup turned out. Quite sorry, it's a bit bright now, but I was going to run it through my immersion blender because but I was reluctant to because of my cats, they don't like the noise. But I ended up just using a little bit of a masher, and it's come out pretty okay. So I'm happy with the thickness of that. So I'm going to leave it as it is. I have tasted it. I needed quite a lot of pepper, but not salt, because obviously the cat's storming off. Because of the amount of cheese, there is in there that's going to be quite salty, but I put plenty of pepper in, and it's really nice. It's a very simple flavour, but it's very nourishing and satisfying. So I'll leave this to cool, then I'm going to portion it out and see how much I'm going to get bang for my buck. If I'm using 5 portions, this will be 5 carbs per portion and about 280 calories. So it's actually pretty reasonable despite all the cream and the cheese in there. So I leave this to chill and pot it up. And here's the money shot. So there's the pork. We're going to have some now and some in a week. Those veggies, I'm going to probably put some parmesan on those. My eggs all peeled and ready for the week for snacks. And the soup, and my nails are broken. So that's it. I'm going to portion out the soup shortly and chop up this pork and get ready for the week. Well, that's all my prep done for the day. Not a great deal today, made quite a nice change. I'm going to show you the soup, which is done. So I've got 2 portions, 1 for the next couple of days, and squeezed 3 into this tub here. These, if anyone's looking, I do get asked about my containers. These are from Wilkinson's. I like them because they're screw top and they're less likely to leak because I do take things to work. And I've just got 3 in here, and these tubs are from Amazon. I did see that Kimmy from She's in Her Apron uses exactly the same ones from Amazon, so I feel I made a good choice because Kimmy's ace. And there's a link below. I think I called them tubs down below. They're really handy because they're soft and they're just great for freezing things. So this has got 3 just about squeezed in there, so I will decant them as I need them for the rest of the week. Got my lunch box packed, and yeah, I'm getting ready for the week ahead. Looking at my MyFitnessPal planning ahead, Looking at most days, my lunch is going to be at 14 carbs, about 900 calories, which is good. I've got obviously my coffees to add in there as well, my main meal. Trying to keep it under 30, jack that fat up again. Thank you so much for watching and joining me. Please drop a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more. I'll be back probably tomorrow with my weekly weigh-in, and then a full day of eating this lot during the week, and one of my dinners, which obviously you've not seen yet because I've not made them. And yeah, looking forward to the week ahead. Hope you're having a fab week. Looking forward to the next one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.